Hey everyone, thanks for joining us. The next episode of Red Valkyrie is about to start. Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Red Valkyrie. I am your host, Shae the Red, feeling a little eggy today.
What's up? How are you?
I'm doing great. We got the amazing Dr. Camillus Munimus.
Yeah, that's why I'm in this doctor's office.
We gotta make it real formal here.
Yeah. I liked your intro song. I feel like I should be on like a late night 90s like 3 a.m. talk show.
That's what we were going for. I'm glad that came through.
Yeah.
That makes me very, very happy. Yes, Replicant, we are timed perfectly for your lunch break. See, we care here at Red Valkyrie. That's what we do. But we are here because we've got the good doctor over here who has phenomenal. So it was a mini series that you basically turned into a comic, correct?
Oh yeah, the Hail Salad. That's what we're here. The Hail Salad.
Hell to the
yeah. And yeah, it was a cartoon that was super fun to make. But I've actually, I just kind of taught myself how to do animation. I had never done it before. So, but really, I'm a comic book artist.
Yeah.
And people kept asking for more, episodes. And I had no problem doing them. It's a lot of fun to do. But I knew I wasn't going to be able to sustain any type of productivity unless I had some cash flow. And I thought, let's make a comic book of this. And that's what I am trained to do anyway. So I was like, all right, let's see if this campaign will work. And, luckily, by the time we launched, we already had 5 episodes under our belt. So it kind of was a little bit like the success of like a Saturday morning cartoon. The toys start selling well once, they've seen 4 or 5 episodes. And I think similarly enough, people were able to identify with those characters and they got super excited. And as a result, we made $20,000 in the first 2 days.
Hell yeah. Damn, that's insane. So we were going to do this just slightly differently. Rather than watch the full episode of Camel Moon's episode 4 that he has currently up on his Indiegogo, I'm going to have him do his pitch, but we're going to watch it while it's muted so we can see all of the glorious goodness that is Hail Salad.
Okay.
Honestly.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Why don't you just like fast forward past the first minute or so? Because it's just like intro stuff. Yeah. And there you go. So what's the pitch? The pitch is like everything. So the cartoon essentially is a sequel to the comic. It's not like a cash grab tie-in. It's like, okay, because like sometimes you think about these, like the Avengers, right? So the Avengers movie comes out, and then there's like, oh, it's the prequel comic. Let's see how they all got what they got. But it's bullshit. No one gives a shit. This comic is much more important. In fact, once you read it, you'll completely understand why everybody is who they are and where they are and what's going on. So it's actually kind of important to understanding the entirety of the series. You understand where the spaceship comes from. You understand more about Zach's character and, just all the characters that you see in the cartoon. And it's essentially the early days of what Comicsgate was. It's the Twitter war is essentially what it was. And I've changed it to the Trojan War, and it's sort of a play on the Iliad. And you get to see how like Wanger is made and how all of these things come into play. So it's really just a big bombastic 32-page melee brawl, with dialogue to kind of help the story along. It will be one of 2 issues. I know where it's going to cut. If it does really well, it'll be one of 3. But I definitely have the first 2 issues kind of planned out so that, it's a full story.
Nice.
Yeah. Was that a good pitch? I don't know.
I feel like that was a great pitch. I feel like it. So because I've seen you on other channels and I've streamed I guess, adjacent to you, kind of.
Mm.
And I still was like, I don't really fully know what hell salad is. I know I've seen it. I know that every time I see it, I usually almost cry laughing. Because shit like this happens. This is perfectly timed for what I was talking about.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of sort of non sequitur humor in the cartoon, and I've tried to maintain that in the comic, but not to the point where it doesn't make sense. Like, it's definitely a very clear through line of what's going on. But because I've been editing these guys for 6 months now, I feel like I'm in their heads a little bit. I understand their cadence and their rhythm and the kind of things they'd say and when they'd say them. And that just comes from being an editor for 20 years. Yeah. So, I used to work for A&E, and I worked for, I've, done indie films and won festivals and a whole bunch of shit. So it kind of lent itself to being able to cut up their dialogue and make sort of like a somewhat comprehensive sentence structure. So the comic will mimic that, but it'll also be a little bit more structured in the sense that it's not going to go off the rails 100% the same way that an episode would, because as a comic it would be kind of stupid if it did that.
Yeah, I feel like as a comic it's a lot harder to sell, but this reminds me so much of watching like Adult Swim and stuff like that.
Thank you. That's the best compliment that I've heard.
Really? You haven't?
Oh yeah, so, I mean, because that was the goal,
This reminds me of the shit that would come on Adult Swim super late at night. Oh my gosh, what is it? That has Master Shake. I already forgot.
Oh, like Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Yeah, there you go. This is very much Aqua Teen.
Yeah, it's totally. It was like, obviously people know the Space Ghost background, but Aqua Teen. I mean, because I love Aqua Teen, so I was like, yeah, there was definitely a bunch of stuff going on in those episodes where it was like, I don't know what the fuck that means. I don't know why this guy's here. So.
Well, and I gotta say, one of my favorites of this particular episode is this right here, the Zach stand-up that is just terrible, just terrible. Like not funny. And I agree with Cecil chopping his head off, just kind of like don't even know what I'm listening to.
It's meant with love, though. We're not trying to take Zach down.
I'm at no point in time would I ever want to put Zach down. I just find it hilarious because it literally sounds like the Jerry Seinfeld, like, what's the deal with airline peanuts? And you're like, really? Like, that's what we're going to talk about?
I want a plane. I want a peanut. Yeah, and I remember I had taken that bit from the Social Security pitch, and I had to hurry up and get it because the crew roasted him so hard on it. I was like, I know he's going to take it down, and he did. So I was lucky to get it, and then I think the next day or the day after he took it down, but it wasn't enough. So Zach has different ways that he does videos, and you can tell when you listen to him what type of mic he's using, if he's on his phone or wherever he is. Right. So I had to go find another like video of him talking, and I had to make sure that it was what's that
on a similar mic.
Oh yeah, on a similar, hopefully the same mic. And then I found one, and he had this bit about Pringles. I was like, all right, that's too good not to use. So I was able to throw it in there.
Oh, that's hilarious. So this is just fucking insane. So cover A, Ethan is nude.
Yeah, but he's in shadow. It's
fine.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's fine. Yeah. It just took a second because the way that you have his beard coming down, it really highlights the man titty. So
that wasn't intentional.
And I love how you got Frege looking super serial off in the corner.
Oh yeah.
He's ready to lay down some sick beats. And this is Wenger, right? The dinosaur.
Yeah, this
Wenger's
was the
never
sort of
looked so buff.
Yeah, well, like, because the cover obviously is not the cartoonized version.
Right.
So I was like, all right, let me do like, I don't know, like the Jim Lee-esque, like everything's sort of like super rendered.
Yeah.
And the comic will be sort of a mix between the two. It'll evoke the cartoon character designs and the sort of simplicity, but it'll be a little bit more cross-hatched and rendered like you would see in like a typical 90s comic.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm totally down. I've been beefing up my 90s comic collection recently, and so
it's all the best stuff.
right? And it sucks. I didn't get into comics till I was like 24, so I
Oh,
missed
okay.
out on all of that shit. And then people are like, "Oh, you know, it was really good." And so now I get to go cherry pick and find all this stuff in like dollar bins
Oh, yeah.
that everybody else has like long since read and forgotten about, and I get to experience it for the first time, and I don't have to experience all the shit too. I get to
Yeah.
just experience the good
And
stuff.
what's nice about 90s comics is that they're fucking everywhere. I
They
mean, like,
really are.
they're worth nothing. So
They're
you can
so easy to
go
find.
find them. Yeah, and most people are like, "Oh, this is trash." I'm like, "Whatever, man. I'll keep it."
Yeah, exactly. Well, okay, side story that I have to get into because it made me really happy. There's a woman who frequents the same UPS store that I go to all the time. It's where my PO box and everything is. And she was talking to the owners, who are very, very sweet and very personable people. And she was like, "Yeah, so my boyfriend basically left me for another woman, but left me with his dad in my house and all of his comics. And I
Oh,
don't know what to do with either of them." And I was like, "Did you tell her I will take the comics?" Like, don't know what you're going to do about your dad. I will totally take all the comics. And so he was like, "Yeah, I messaged her. She's when she comes in, she's probably going to bring them all in." And I was like, "I have no idea what I'm going to get, but she was like, "I should just throw them out." I was like, "Don't throw them away. I don't know what he has. He might have good shit." Like,
yeah. Oh, there's gonna be
let
a bunch of Archie and
and if it's a bunch of Archie, then I will use it for crafts or to line the bottom of my bird cages. See, it's
yeah.
a win-win. It will be used.
I remember in the 90s they did this Archie Punisher crossover, and I was just like, "Wow, they have either jumped the shark or they've given up. I don't know which."
Wow, that I don't have words for that. I mean, I got an Archie Sabrina crossover, and I was
Yeah.
already kind of was like, I mean, I get it, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, there was no Hell Salad in there, so
There was no hail salad. It's very upsetting. This would have been amazing.
yeah.
This is your foil cover.
Yeah, that's the foil. Do I have it? I do, but I'd have to get up anyway. Well, because like the
We don't
computer's
want
on
the
my
doc
lap,
getting that. Oh my
so
goodness.
it's kind of a
Yes,
pain.
don't dox like your crotch or anything. You're
Yeah,
trying
yeah,
to
yeah. That's my fault. I should have had it closer, but it looks great. um,
Take his
and
word for it. He's a doctor.
yeah, and I wouldn't lie to you. So yeah, that's yeah, it looks really good, and that's I think right now currently the top, not top tier, but like it's the featured perk.
Mm-hmm.
So you get that with the Wanger sticker book. Well, it's not really a Wanger sticker; he's just on the cover, but it's a full or it's essentially what I'm calling the lost episode of Hail Salad. And it's, what I've done is I've taken stills from the cartoon because I have all the backdrops made and all the characters made. So that will actually feel more closer, similar to an episode of the show, but in comic book form. Yeah, actually, you're right there. So, like, if you go below, it says a blank page. So that's what the comic will look like. Well, that's what the ash can will look like. The ash can sticker book.
So it's just like when you were a kid and you can go through and like put.
Oh yeah, yeah. And it comes with 3 sheets of stickers, hollow foil stickers. The fourth sheet will be unlocked when we hit 25,000. That's our stretch goal. Okay. So we're really close. We're about 18, maybe less, $1,700 away from that. And then if you go further down, you'll see the EVS logo. Yeah, keep going. There it is. I just got the proofs from that last night. So that's an enamel pin that everyone will get, whether you've backed $20 or $120, whatever. It doesn't matter the denomination. And that will be unlocked when we hit 500 backers.
All right. And the Sparkle EVS standee figure.
I haven't decided when that's going to happen. It probably, the reason I put goal X is because I might have a goal 4. I'm not 100% sure. But I wanted the Sparkle EVS figure to be the last tier. And that'll be when we're closer to wrapping this thing up after when we're closer to like the 60 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we are in your first 30 days. So we are.
First 30, yeah.
We have 18 days left on your first 30.
Yeah.
Look at you. We already have 330 backers. Good shit, dude.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to make everything like I didn't want to go ahead and say this is what the stretch goal is, because I have to be a little bit more like kind of fluid on it and see like where things are going to line up, because I think 500 for the enamel pin is doable, and I want to make sure that that's something that I don't want to put 1,000 backers and then we hit 980.
Right.
So, yeah.
Oh my goodness. So let's go through. Sorry, Past Master Dan is distracting me by saying how distracting I am. I know
You
there's a
look
reason
great.
I'm not looking at my own camera.
I was saying before we started streaming, I've never seen someone dress up as a character I designed, so I'm super honored.
Yes, I even got. I was corrected because my time was incorrect on my clock, so I had to fix it so it would be accurate.
Oh
So
yeah, no. This way, Freg will be very pleased with you.
Yes, well, and so people were saying, "Oh my gosh, I wish Dan could see this." He has. I sent it to him and to his wife, so he's got photo evidence that I'm sure will at some day come back up and haunt me. It'll be fine. I've got like 100 videos of me doing ridiculous cosplays, so we'll see how much of that gets memed into oblivion at some point in my life.
What's fun. This guy William C here has a question.
Oh, he does. So he says, did you have to get official agreements from any of these guys, or is it all covered under parody?
Well, it's kind of, as far as the comic is concerned, it doesn't mean anything because I'm not using their voices, and I'm definitely not using their, their likeness. Their likeness is so, interpretive. That's not, But for the cartoon, it kind of comes under the Fair Use Act. The fact that they've been promoting it and showing it on the show, pretty much shows that they're, along for the ride. Yeah. But for certain characters, specifically the villains, I never try to use the actual voices because technically I don't really have those guys' permission, and I don't want them to feel like I'm, kind of trouncing on them. Even though it's all kind of done in lighthearted fun, if they're, anti-Steve,
they're not great at taking lighthearted fun.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just easier to avoid a headache by not putting their voices in there. And again, I mean, I actually have over 2,000 subs on YouTube, but I'm still not monetized because I only put a cartoon out every month, or maybe 2 a month. So you need 4,000 hours, and I'm only at 2,000 hours. So
really,
yeah, believe it or not.
That shocks me. Look, 2,000 subs and you're like, everyone has watched 1 hour.
I know. I know.
That's insanity.
But so yeah, I'm not really worried about like anyone coming after me as far as saying like, oh, he's making money off of my voice or anything like that. But should that become a possibility, then that's definitely why I don't want to be using anybody's voice without their permission. Also, way back when I started this, Ethan said very openly and publicly that, I can use their voice to do whatever I want and just make it a fun cartoon for everyone.
Nice. So I want to go over, because you have so much. Look, I'm just going to say this. You really gave me a headache when you launched this, because I'm like, I have to be good and I can't spend money. And then you're like, I have 5,000 acrylic standees and everything that glitters. And it's like you went, hey, Shae, you remember how you were saving money? JK. And I was like, you bitch. And so I was like, no, I'm backing once and I'm walking away, and I backed. And ever since then, I've been like, but I want the shirt.
Oh, you can back more. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm sure you're gonna talk to my mortgage company.
Like, she needs more standing. You need to enjoy the house you live in if you want to continue to pay.
Let her not pay rent or mortgage for the next 6 months.
But you'll have dope ass standees to play with,
right? I can put them up in the alleyway that I end up in.
Yeah. Mandy was like, I'm totally gonna play with all of these. I was like, that's fine.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna let you go through and let's hear about your perks so people know how they can back you, because they should be backing you if you haven't already. I don't know what your problem is. Get on that.
So yeah, top perk right now is hollow foil cover, and it comes with the sticker book. So again, at the $25,000 stretch mark, you'll get an extra sheet of stickers, and it also comes with 4 more pages in the sticker book. So,
so how many blank pages do you have to play with in the sticker book?
So far, the way I've built it out is there's at least 5 stickers per sheet. So you have about 15 stickers, and right now there's 12 pages.
Okay.
So it'll turn into 16 pages and about, I guess it'd be 25 stickers.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's why it's like the stretch goal is kind of important because it really kind of helps kind of, spread that out a little bit.
Right.
And then, yeah, so a lot of people are going for the hollow foil one, so that seems to be a good tier. This is just your basic newsstand print. I tried to make this cover interesting unto itself, so you didn't feel like you needed to upgrade if you wanted to, because the hollow foil cover looks good as hollow foil, but this cover has, the majority of the crew on it. But you can only get the entire crew if you buy both covers. But this is 32 pages. It's color, $20, and that'll be. I think everything's going to be shipping in about February. If I can get it out sooner, I will. But I just want to give myself plenty of time.
Yeah, that's always a good idea.
This, although it says 0 claimed, that is false. A lot of people are getting this stuff through the sort of add-on a la carte, menu that they have when you're about to check out, and this is just a sticker book. So it's a good add-on if you're, let's say, you want to get the newsstand, and I know a couple of people have done that, or if you want to get a bunch of the standee toys, and then you can get this. It's good for kids. It's good. Buy 2, keep 1 in the box. I don't know.
All good options.
Yeah.
All good options. This is the one that's killing me.
Yeah, the shirt that will actually be updated. It's the same exact shirt. It's same layout, but Narwhal is now in the image. But I couldn't put him in it because at the time I hadn't revealed the character design. But he'll be in it, and the Narwhal episode is probably going to come out next month sometime.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
It is exciting.
By the way, I damn near died when you showed, when you showed him, and then we have 6 a.m. Comics who's doing Narwhal on a Narwhal.
Oh, yeah.
Battles. I was just like, I can't. All of this is just ridiculous.
So much Narwhal.
This is true. Narwhal's one of my favorites. I actually had, I don't know where it is. I had a little mini Narwhal charm that I found, and I was like, I need to make something with this, and then send it to him and be like, you must keep this always.
The Narwhal standee comes as a 2-pack with Frega, and that'll be released phase 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So wait, when you say phase 2, do you mean your second
30? The second 30. Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay. So
in fact, we can get into that when we're done with this. I'll tell you all about phase 2.
I like that. Yes, we will do that. Okay. So your wave 1 standees, who all do we have?
So you got Zach, Malin, and Battle Ethan.
Battle Ethan.
And yeah, so that's $50 for the 3. And then if you get phase 2, again, these all say 0 claimed. That's inaccurate. You get Wanger, Anna, Kelsey, and Cecil. That's actually a deal because it actually cost me a lot more to make those double ups. But it's fine, because you make it up in other ways. So that's those 3. And if you had gotten the exclusive tier, so when we launched, I did a 2-day tier, and it came with Ethan sitting in his chair.
Yes.
As the exclusive standee. And if you had gotten that, this would be a great add-on perk for that because it's it comes with Cecil, it comes with John, so you could put all 3 of them together, maybe not feel the need to get more characters. And it also comes with a hollow foil cover, a basic newsstand cover, and the Ashcan sticker book. So it's a pretty good deal for $100.
Yeah, and I gotta say, I really love your names for this. It's like, this is the garden salad. That's a good name.
The Caesar salad, garden salad. Oh, and I'm working on the egg salad perk.
Oh, damn it! That's the one I'm gonna end up backing. Okay, I already backed. Look at you making me back again.
Oh man. No! Don't do it.
Curses. It's fine. I'll just work extra hours. It'll be fine. All right. So holofoil with head sketch with ashcan.
Yeah. So that's pretty much the $50 tier with a head sketch on the inside cover. And yeah, that's pretty much. I mean, there's really nothing else going on with that one except for the illustration.
Okay. This
is a retail incentive. I wasn't sure if people would be interested in that. Maybe they'll be, once. I imagine this might be something that might be filled once we're in demand.
Probably.
Yeah. But yeah, it was just an option in case people wanted to get a bunch of them, and then comes with a variant cover in addition to it.
Awesome. I'm going to go to this next one and bring my dog in before she rips my door down. So feel free to talk about it. I'll be right back.
Hello. Hello, welcome. I'm Camel Moon. What is this here? Big salad. Actually, maybe I'll read some questions. You guys have no questions? Ask me a question. No. Oh, and she's back. Somebody said they want sketch therapy to do a voice of a delivery guy. Well, I don't want to do anything that's going to make sketch hate me.
Oh, Dan, you're just horrible. Dan, I'm just letting you know.
That's funny. When is the art going to get a pallet of water delivered? Maybe I can have sketch being the guy who delivers the water.
There you go.
Replicant says your stuff is dope. Well, thank you.
Yes, agreed. It's the perfect amount of parody and hilarity. Like it I like that because you see that it's clearly a parody, but you can pretty easily identify most of the characters, and the ones that you can't identify, you can once you hear their voice.
Yeah.
Like it's not like Winger doesn't look like a giant T-Rex. However,
yeah, well, even Ethan was just like, I don't imagine. This is what I see when I hear him now.
To be honest, this is what I see too. I think it's funnier. Not this one that's on the screen where he's naked. I don't see that one.
It's funny though, because I spend a lot of time drawing, whether it's the comic or whether it's just assets for the cartoon. So I'm listening to whatever the most current stream is, but I can't watch it because I'm focused. But now I've gotten to the point where I just see the cartoon characters talking in my head. I don't even hear or see them as real people anymore. Maybe that's a problem I need to fix.
No, I think it's fine. I think you're good.
But we rolled past it, but there is a 250 tier. And that's a great deal, actually. That's pretty much everything, at least for everything for phase 1. You get 6 standees, 2 issues, I think actually 3 issues. You get 2 newsstand copies, a hollow foil ash can, and you're going to get a head sketch on the inside. So if you have a little bank and you want to get it all of phase 1, then that's the way to do it.
Nice.
And then the final one is I was told to have a super high tier. I don't think we've sold any yet, but that's an actual painting. Well, it's a print, but I have one and it's incredible. And it's like an iridescent gloss that's on it. And that'll actually be mailed directly to you. That doesn't even come to me. So, I got a quality proof and I approved it. So if you guys order it, I only, put 5 in the order, and then you'll get that. And then you get the exclusive virgin cover of the same painting. And that'll be in a pearlescent finish. And that also comes with a head sketch.
Damn. That's not bad. Especially if you want Camel Moon on your wall as a conversation piece. I recommend hanging it in your dining room, specifically when your in-laws are coming over, because I feel like that is going to make sure that the conversation doesn't go down any dark paths about what's going on in your lives, and instead
it's a mantelpiece. It goes over a fireplace for sure.
Exactly. Everyone's gonna sit around and go, So we wanted to talk to you about your drinking, but I'm really concerned about what's on your wall. So we're just gonna talk
Like, what
about
kind of
that
drugs are
instead.
you on? And can I have some?
It was like, did you do this? Oh, a friend of yours did. We need to talk about the friends that you're hanging out with. We're all worried because we love you.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
So this is all phase 1. Phase
okay.
2. Let me tell you a story. Okay.
Let's hear a story.
Phase 2. Well, it's not a story. I'm just gonna pitch. But like, so phase 2 is 1, 2. It's 7 new standees.
Ooh.
And actually, I would say almost all of them, 6 of them, no, 5 of them are doubles. So
nice.
yeah, so you're gonna get more bang for your buck. And so, because I had to find a way to like implement more characters without making more standees, and I was like, because no one's gonna want to buy 14 standees or 14 more. Oh, that's ridiculous. So there's going to be the Fly Pester with the gay op space cop. There is what's his name? The big blue bat, and he comes with a troll. If you'll understand the trolls when you see it. Actually, there's a troll on the cover, and he's standing next to it. It's on the holofoil cover. But when I release the trailer, you're going to understand where all the trolls come into play. And then there's a couple of characters that I can't talk about yet because they haven't actually been officially released on any cartoon. And then there's going to be a Frega and Narwhal standee. There's going to be Malin on the tractor from the Malin in the Morning episode. And then, of course, the stretch goal is going to be the EVS Naked Sparkle Ethan. And that will be whatever the stretch goal is. I'm thinking 50,000. And that will that'll go to everybody, whether, you know, or actually, I think it'll go to everybody over $50. I have to see how that tiered out. But I feel like there's someone else I'm missing. Oh, the Donnie Goats character. He's going to be one, and he comes with some demon trolls on his shoulders. So
Nice.
we have all of that. Then we're doing a lunchbox. And the lunchbox has an amazing piece of art on it from, I think his name is Dax Martian. And I don't know if I have anything here. I don't think I have anything. Well, maybe I could find it. I will find it later while you're talking so you can talk about it. But yeah, it looks great. And I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to offer that. If it's going to be offered with the Frega standee, or if it's going to be offered as an exclusive with 12 standees as sort of like a box so you can have all of them. And what's cool about the lunchbox is that when it opens up, there's an inside background. So it's almost like a play set, so you can play with your little figures on the inside of the lunchbox.
Okay, if you do it with like all the standees, how much money is that going to cost me?
Probably, I have to check it out, but at least, let's see, 1, 2, I think it was 300, maybe 250. Yeah, because it would have to be whatever the same.
What if you did two? You did the lunchbox with the Frega, and then you did a lunchbox with the 12.
Well, no, I mean that's why it's good to have these sort of back and forths, because I was considering that. So if you think that would be maybe a wise move, then yeah, I'll do that.
It would make Shae happy because Shae has limited funds, you see.
Yeah,
and I want a lunchbox because nobody's done a lunchbox yet, and I want a lunchbox. Damn it!
Okay. And the art is incredible. So
I need the Frega because, like, I'm sending him this.
Ah, okay.
Okay. And we had to modify it because he had a surgery.
Oh,
so we gave him a stitch.
Yeah. Very good.
I obviously need the Frega standee, not to mention it needs to be with I don't ever need a picture of this, but we're going to pretend that I need it to go with a picture of me.
Oh, okay.
That. So I can say that that's what I cosplayed.
Take a Polaroid.
I actually have a Polaroid that I can do that.
No, I do too. I got one for Christmas last year. It was great.
I bought one consciously.
Oh, it's okay.
So, look, sometimes nostalgia's good. Okay,
Polaroids are back. It's all good. But yeah, I think so. What we're gonna do is we're gonna launch. Let's see. We're gonna put the trailer up sometime next week, and then I think what we're going to end up doing is we're going to do 5 to 6 day exclusives. So then we're going to roll them out. So because we saw how well the sitting Ethan standee did. So I think we'll offer Frega for a week, and then that'll be done. And then we're going to offer Donnie Goats for a week, and then it'll be done. And then there's going to be one tier that's going to have 3 of the villains in it. Again, I can't say who they all are because they haven't been revealed yet. But once they're out, that'll be the only consistent tier. But everything else is going to be on more of a rolling schedule to kind of keep the campaign moving.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think it's, it can be fun for the people who are like, oh, wow, now this one's out, now that one's out. And it gives you the option to piecemeal a little bit more instead of feeling like, oh, I have to get all these guys.
Right. No, that definitely makes sense, especially because if there's some that you like more than others or something like that, it's you can kind of
mix and match.
Like, it's collecting and stuff. It's
fun.
Exactly.
Yeah. I've learned all my collecting capabilities from how Star Wars used to fuck me over in the 90s. I was like, oh, you got to mail away for this, or oh, you got to buy them the carry case for that. And I'm like, oh, all right, you got to buy the board game
500. And you're like, I wanted 2, but I had to buy the other 498 to get the fucking 2 that I wanted.
I know, exactly.
Or all the blind boxes where you're like, I like one of these designs, but it's a blind box, so you don't know. So you end up with 30 just hideous things. You're like, I don't want this.
That's why I
eBay. Yes, exactly. Somebody will want these that they made 5,000 of. And
could you imagine people are selling these things on eBay in a couple months? Anyway, I mean, I guess that's possible, right? I mean, Ethan sells shit on eBay all the time.
I mean, you realize that that's probably going to happen, and it's going to be absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, that's fine.
I just want to see what they try to do for the pitch of like, this is why you got to have this, and they're like, who doesn't want Ethan with his cock out?
You're gonna be like, who's selling this? Dr. Camillus Moonimus. Why is he selling his own shit?
You talk about this, Camel Moon. The hell.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna remind our chat, start thinking of your questions because we have Dr. Camillus Moonimus just all to ourselves. So start thinking of your questions that you'd like to ask. But I am going to share screen and we are going to watch your music video. I'm so excited.
Oh, yeah.
And yes, everyone, I'm well aware this could get me struck. I'm also well aware that I'm not monetized. So what are they going to strike?
Yeah, I think you'll be okay. At the most, you might get like a thing. It'll say like, oh, your music is from someone else. So we're going to put an ad in front of your show.
Yeah, or they'll just try and take it down. We're going to play a little bit of it. I don't know how much. We'll see how brave I am. All right.
I think you'll be okay.
Questions.
You're like,
oh my God.
Cecil, don't kill yourself again.
I freaking love that. I think it's hilarious. And it's very much fitting for everything that Hail Salad is. Like,
yeah, it's all the non-sequitur. It's like it's fun and stupid. It doesn't really, I had some people say like it doesn't make sense. I'm like, have you seen any episodes of Hail Salad? Like, That's the
Have you
whole
seen any episodes of any ridiculous cartoons? None of
Yeah.
them make sense. That's the point.
Yeah, I had one guy who had a really accurate comedy. He's like, you totally remind me, like, you nailed the William Street Look, which was the company that was making like a lot of the Adult Swim stuff. And they were like, this is totally the shit that they would put up randomly. You know, I mean, whether or not they actually had licensed the music or it was something else. But like, you would see these little vignettes a lot. There was the Brat cartoon, the "Don't Touch Me" song.
Oh my
You
gosh,
know,
yes.
and it was just a bunch of pulled clips. That's all it was. But it turned into like a meme essentially because it was so well received. So I was like, yeah, I just wanted to do something like that. And originally I was supposed to, or was going to try to release that music video when we launched because, you know, I was excited that we were launching. But it just too long and I had way too much other shit to do. So it came out a couple days later.
That's okay. Because you were still excited a few days later. It's not like
I'm still excited now.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So I think that I've uncovered why you have kind of had a trickle.
Oh, okay, great.
Do you want to know why I think it is?
I'm not cute enough.
No, that has nothing to do with it. Trust me. So you see how, yep, I'm wanting a Camel Moon lunchbox now. You've teased your phase 2 so much that now you have people going, ooh, but I don't know, like, because you've got such great stuff, and you have stuff that is some more pricey tiers, and so I think a lot of people are like, I want to see it all before I start giving money. So I think once you hit phase 2, I think that you're going to see another like shoot.
Yeah, that's
and your 20,000 in a day, you're going to see something probably close to that again.
I think especially if we're rolling things out on a week by week schedule.
Oh yeah. Yep. And I think that that's a smart way to do it because it's going to keep the excitement going. And the only other thing that I can think of as a potential piece of advice is maybe your last 24 or 48 hours, the stuff that you closed down that was going to be for a week and done.
Yeah.
Just bring it back for a 48-hour blitz. Like, this is
that's nice. Okay. You don't think that would annoy some people who got in on the early
It would depend. So
2 hours. 2 hours at the end, right?
Yeah, if you did it as a real quick kind of thing, it could work well. Some people could get a little bit upset about it. I'm going to be honest. You're always going to piss somebody off no matter what you do. But what I am thinking is because you're going to hit people who want to back, but they're going to be in between paychecks.
Oh, sure.
So just food for thought, just something to consider. But I definitely think that kind of releasing it out in those week chunks is going to make people like save up and then hold on to their money until they see the week that they're like, I just have to, I can't.
Yeah.
And they'll throw all their money at it. And
I mean, yeah, we had done just phase 1 alone. If you actually wanted one of everything, it was like $700.
Oh yeah.
You know, and then I'm not Ethan. Like I don't command that.
right.
You know, but it's you know, I mean, it's stuff that people want, and with the exception of the painting, that's just, I don't know if it's just it's a very specific person that would have to you know, want that tier. Everything else has been selling, so I think you know, we hit, you know, what's a nice way to say we hit a nerve? We found something that people were interested in. So now I think you're right, but
you found a niche.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and in a way, although a lot of people are doing action figures coming up, we kind of were able to beat them to market a little bit because no one has done standees really at this level until now.
Right,
you know?
Absolutely. Well, and I think that the standees that you have look really, really good because, you know, we've got Kyung Lee who's doing standees for Battle Maiden Knuckle Bomb.
Right, yeah.
Those look really epic. And then you've got Deathsworn was one of the first ones to announce standees, but the difference is so they're of their characters and they're a lot more serious. You're doing parody characters that are like people that a lot of people talk to every day or go and watch their channel every day.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of, you know, if I want to be a massive fan of the Jack Show, I can have the Jack Show standees just chilling on my computer, and it can be ridiculous.
And what I've noticed in the sales, and I know it's mostly in the back end stuff, like you guys can't really see it, but we have people who have bought just the standees.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, and it's a very specific kind of person for this campaign for sure, but it's a fun one.
Oh, you guys haven't even seen the trailer. The trailer, it belongs in heavy metal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, all the assets are original. Nothing is pulled from a previous episode. So, and it's like a 2.5 minute vignette of all the characters getting together. It's a lot of fun, and I wish we had it to watch, but at the same time, I also believe in quality, and sometimes that takes a little bit longer. But when it's up, it's up. And what's nice about it is that it's kind of its own little cartoon that you can watch. So hopefully it'll get some play like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And so looking at these, I like that you're doing such bright, vivid colors too. And I love the base that you're putting them on, because I think that's another thing a lot of people overlook.
Yeah.
And the way that you're doing it really kind of makes it feel
it's about
classy,
branding.
which is a funny way to say it. It feels classy, despite the fact that it's like not.
Well, it feels professional, I think.
There you go.
It's about branding and marketing, right. And I come from a long history of that. So I was like, whatever I stick with, like even the title, Hail Salad, it doesn't mean anything, but that's why it's memorable, and that's why, like, I'm not competing with anything through Google. I mean, if when the cartoon came out, if you Googled Hail Salad, you found a bunch of salad.
Right.
And now, more and more every week or so, you find more and more of the cartoon popping up. And it honestly, I took cue from Aqua Teen. Aqua Teen didn't mean anything. It was actually the stupidest thing I ever heard. And then I was like, all right, because of that, it actually works now. And that was even a rip on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's like you find these words that all kind of work. They don't work together, but that's kind of what makes them memorable in the long run.
Exactly. So Pastmaster Dan wants to know, is there any chance this could grow?
What do you think he means specifically?
I'm assuming he means beyond the 2 or 3 issues that you're talking, where you're going to keep this going, maybe push it out to include more people that are in CG as opposed to the ones that you currently got.
Well, that's an interesting, I mean, like, you always think a little bit long term. The possible, I mean, this wouldn't be for a year, but like, let's say it did super well and people liked issue 2, or maybe I found a way to wrap it up by issue 2 or 3. I mean, the sequel to the Iliad is the Odyssey. So there's the possibility that, maybe there's a story in there of them, in the Ark, in the frog ship, trying to find their way home. That could be kind of a fun story. They land on different planets and, get in different adventures and that kind of stuff. And there's also, I don't know if it'll be in the second campaign or the third campaign. Well, right now I'm only thinking about a second campaign, but if there is a second campaign, it'll be, issue 2. And then the attachment, the add-on, is going to be season 1 of Hail Salad on Blu-ray. And that'll be, I don't know how many episodes yet. It'll be 10 or 12 or whatever it is. So once all that's said and done, I think I'm going to do a Christmas special. I got a couple other things planned. The next phase after that, if we don't do a comic, is going to be an NES game. And that'll be an actual cartridge you can play on your NES. Or it'll be a ROM, depending on, whatever tier you back.
Right.
That's so far in the future, though. I mean, everyone right now, anyone in CG is talking about action figures and video games, and I'm just kind of doing the same thing. But mostly because I know how to build that stuff. Luckily, Camel Moon is a one-stop shop. So I know how to do it all myself. I don't have to hire anybody, except Dax Martian. His art was so fucking good. I was like, I gotta.
Right.
That's so good. Yeah. So.
Oh, that's awesome. Dan also wants to know, if you make some bank, will you buy real plants?
How do you know it's not real? Maybe I'm just really good at watering it. You know what? I can't get a plant in this apartment because, like, the sun's way over there. So it would die. It would die no matter what.
I mean, there's UV lights. You could make it work. I'm just saying, good
Yeah.
doctor. If you really wanted to, you could make it work.
I'm a doctor of psychology, not medicine. I don't.
So just talk to it. I hear that talking to plants helps them grow.
Uh-huh.
Just talk to it, ask it how it's been, and when's the last time it saw its mother,
Yeah. How
how
are
its
you?
sister makes it feel, things like that.
How do you feel today? Yeah.
Oh, he's a little droopy. It's sad face.
Why are you drinking so much?
I mean, you have a real drinking problem.
Yeah.
And I know that there's a drop going on, but for real, like
I was going to pour my whiskey into it when I'm done.
Dan also wants to know, is there going to be any flannel on hail salad? We're asking the tough questions.
Man, that is a good question. I have a working Deadwood Dale model. I could kind of see him in flannel. I don't know if I'll end up using him because I really have to find a reason to use him. Maybe. I mean, who knows? I have no idea. I like flannel. I didn't used to. When I was growing up, I thought flannel was for like lumberjacks. But honestly, it's really warm. I'm like, yeah, I'm fine with it.
Oh my gosh. Wolverine wants to know, how much does the campaign have to make before you leave the hospital waiting room and go home?
$50,000, guys.
There you go. He's stuck at the hospital waiting room.
We can start with 25 because we're only 1,700 away.
Yeah, we are getting there. Come on, guys. Like I really I want to see this jump, and I would love to see you hit 50,000. I think that'd be awesome. That'd be super amazing.
When we first started, the backer tracker said we were like on route to make it was like $97,000. But of course it's going to say that in the first 2 days when you make 20 grand.
Right.
I'd still like to. However, I think it's like you said, I think some people are being trepidatious because they're like, oh, well, let's see what happens in the next week or 2 weeks or whatever it is. That's why I'm thinking about actually launching the lunchbox right after the trailer. Because if I do that, then it might be like, oh, okay, he still has new stuff, even though we haven't hit the 30-day mark. At that point, people might be like, oh, okay, it's better than waiting another 40 days and seeing what's going to happen.
Yeah, I really do think that you're gonna see a couple more bumps as you start putting all of this different little perks and everything in. Who says put Shae in the next episode as a Transformer?
That's kind of hilarious.
Cosplay all the time. Oh, sorry, made me laugh. That was kind of funny.
Okay. I'll take that under advisement.
Oh shit.
I'm not saying I have a Transformer design already made for you. That was just complete coincidence. I'm not saying that, but maybe I am.
I don't know what's happening.
And I'm going to price it at $1,000 so that you're like, damn it, now I have to buy that.
Oh, that's messed up. That is so messed up. Wolverine. I could be the AI of the Ark appearing as a hologram that changes everything but its face.
Ooh.
You guys are fucking hilarious. Oh my gosh.
I was thinking, and let me roll this by you. Once the new standee's coming out, of discontinuing the first two waves.
If you're gonna do that, then you've got 18 days. So if that's what you're thinking of doing, advertise that now.
Yeah. And then I could still offer all of them in that lunchbox set. Yep.
You could offer all of them in the lunchbox set to help drive backers to that. You could also do like I was saying, if you brought everything back at the end and you said, and probably everything but the hollow foil, since that was a 2-day.
Yeah. You don't want to annoy people.
Yeah. If you brought the other stuff back and said like, all right, last 24-hour blitz. This is your very last chance. And then all of this is going to be gone. We're not doing we won't do a second chance. We won't do anything. And the likelihood that you can get it on the second campaign is not great.
Yeah.
And just like, this is like your last chance. And so people who are going to not want to gamble on seeing if any of that shows up the next campaign are going to probably
Or
Like,
maybe they just can't get to it, you know? I mean, if
yeah,
you're not sitting at your computer for those 2 hours, you know?
yeah, I was
And if you don't
bummed
want to
because
pay
I
a 400% increase.
yeah, that too. And that's the thing is you could offer, so if you wanted to do it at the end, you could offer it and just you could tack it up just a little bit and say like for a little bit of a premium, these are coming back in the last little bit. And that way the people who got it before still got a deal because they got it at a cheaper price.
Oh yeah, that's something to think about. Yeah. Okay.
There's a lot of ways that you could do this
Yeah.
that hopefully won't piss off people. But oh my gosh, Hatch, you and your emojis, that is amazing.
Oh yeah.
That is
A
so
camel
good.
fun.
That makes me happy as hell. You need to put a doctor in front of that though.
Oh yeah,
There
there's
needs to
got
be
like
a
a
little,
doctor emoji or something, right?
yeah. So you need a little doctor emoji, and then the camel emoji, and then the moon emoji, and then we're perfect. Honestly, this has been a total blast. This campaign, guys, this campaign is sitting a little stagnant, and I get it, I understand, but come on, this is epic. This is epic. This is hilarious. This is a wonderful piece of CG parody history. This is almost like documenting the
It
early
is.
days of CG.
It totally is. Yeah.
And so this is something that you should definitely get on. And there's so many cool things that you can get with it. Like, this is the most ridiculous shirt I've ever seen. It makes me so happy.
And what's nice about like some of these things, like, you know, don't feel the need to wait on things like the shirt or the comic. I'm not changing those out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so if you guys want to back them, you know, back them now, hopefully, because you don't worry, there's no like, it's not going away. You're just going to be helping towards the campaign in the long run.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, the sticker book kills me because I love shiny stickers. I do I have a button press, and I do spot holographic on prints and stuff like that. So seeing like a book of holofoil stickers, I'm like, oh, they're so cool.
And it's actually I'm calling it an ash can. It's really bigger. It's a manga size comic.
Nice.
Yeah, because it was I wouldn't say it was cheaper, but like there's not a lot of places that print ash cans. I'd have to actually like physically make them. And I was like, well, I'm not gonna do that. That's ridiculous. I'll just get a manga comic size.
Yeah, that's totally understandable. Passmaster Dan has a really good idea. Move everything over to a merch store. So that's something that you could definitely do if you had like your own website or whatever. When the campaign is done, put it over in a merch store and be like, all right, so here it is. Probably for more.
But when was it? Surprisingly, only 2 days ago. I don't know why I didn't think of it. I bought hailsalad.com.
Yes.
So yeah, there could be a Hail Salad website. I would say I would need a ton of stuff, like, you know, again, season 1, you know, the comic, issue 1 and 2, all the standees, like. But I'm trying to keep some stuff exclusive to the campaign because I don't want people to feel like, oh, I'll just get what I want. Because when you do that, you end up never getting it. So
very true.
We'll see how that turns out. I would say even if that happens, that won't be for a very, very long time. Yeah, at least a year, maybe more.
Totally understanding that. That would make sense. And yeah. I'm frustrated that you were able to get Hail Salad because I had to get Red Valkyrie not.com because somebody has that until December. It's fine.
That's funny. I was like, I figured some anti-CGer was going to buy it out of spite. That was like really my more, you know, bigger concern. I was like, I don't like CG.
Because as much as you kind of riff on them a little bit, but hey,
well, you know,
under the radar.
My actual website, Camel Moon Studios, got hacked, and I'm sure it was anti-CG. And now there's a big red banner that comes up like not safe. And you know, it was literally a portfolio site. It wasn't even a website; it was a portfolio site.
That's so shit.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, now I'm in you know, back and forth with Google trying to get it like, you know, reapproved. But it's like it's a fucking headache.
It's so hard to try when stuff like that happens. It's so hard to get them to come back and fix it. It's just ridiculous. Well, honestly, we have kind of covered the gambit
Oh, I was having a good time.
on
I thought
Hail
we could do
Salad.
another hour.
Oh, if I didn't have to go, look, you want to pay me what I would make if I went to work. We could totally do this for another,
Okay.
we can do this all night. At this point, and no, you can't pay me in standees. Like I actually have to pay bills.
Okay.
I know. I saw. See, I'm getting in your head. I know where you're going with this, but I do want to say thank you so much to everybody in the chat for coming out. You guys are hilarious. You are awesome. I always appreciate having you all come out, especially at the crazy, times that I've been streaming lately. So thank you for coming on this ride. And thank you so much, Camel Moon, for coming.
Oh, thank you. I was upset we couldn't do it earlier, honestly. But it's great to be here.
You know what? When you go through phase 2,
yeah,
we'll do this again.
Okay.
For sure.
And I'll announce it now. It'll probably be on Bancroft's channel just because he's been a super supportive dude. We're going to be doing a Hail Salad extravaganza episode. This will be probably in a week. We're going to premiere the trailer and we're going to premiere some of the new tiers.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Very, very
cool.
I'll
put like a countdown on Twitter. I have to have a better idea when I know that I'm going to actually get to finish the and I also don't want to not that I'm really competing with John Malin, but he gave me plenty of lead time, so I think it would be kind of raw of me to be like, oh, and here's the new trailer and come look at my shit while people are spending money on his. So again, I'm not really in competition with them, but it's just sort of a professional courtesy.
Yeah, that's fair. Wolverine, no, I'm washing my face before I go to work, but thank you for the idea.
Wolverine, did you back Hail Salad? I wonder.
Getting called out live.
Yeah. You're like, I have all these great ideas, but I didn't back. I don't know, man.
Well, when you end up going on Bancroft for your like extravaganza, let me know when you kind of know what that day is. I'll see if I can shift my schedule around and hang out with you guys, because
that would be great. Yeah, because we're going to try to get more people in there. When we did our launch, Frega showed up, Narwhal showed up, and Geek Chorus. It was great because it was Geek Chorus's, I think it was his first time on camera.
That's awesome.
So yeah, we're going to try to get some people in there to make it more of an event and kind of keep the ball rolling.
Okay. Oh, look at Wolverine. I could tell you, but that would shatter the illusion of tension.
Or you can tell me. All right.
I love you guys. You guys are terrible. Oh, it's so funny. But yeah, I definitely we love Bancroft. The Lucent is one of my most anticipated books that I've seen in CG to date. I'm super, super excited for that. And I'm totally down to hang out with you guys. If you decide that you want me there, you just let me know and I'll shift my schedule around because I hate the second job. So I'm always looking for an excuse to not be there.
Okay. We got to see who else we could bring in that would be, right for the, for what we're trying to do. If you come on, let me ask you, are you going to dress up like someone else?
I normally only do the cosplay on my channel. I'm just saying.
Well, you got to keep it exclusive, I guess.
Yeah, sense. We were talking about branding and exclusivity. Yeah. I'm just saying. But I am trying to figure out who the fuck I'm going to do the next time, because I don't want to try even like a little bit to be Anna. I feel like Anna is her own woman, and I don't want to compete.
I don't know who you could. I'm trying to think who else is in it that would like work as far as face makeup goes. Frega is really the only one.
I mean, I do more than just face makeup.
Oh, okay.
I actually make I did Hattie Mae, and I made her helmet for.
Oh wow.
So I'm actually remaking this right now because I don't like how that one turned out, but they're gonna put it up for auction. I make it work. I make it work. It's not just face paint. It was face paint for this because I wanted to do like an actual mask with the jaw so the mouth would move the whole time.
Okay.
I just ran out of time.
I like it as it is. The funny thing about like an Easter egg is that it's just like those little swirls on it. So that'll be his mouth, and I didn't even put any more thought into it than that.
Yeah, well, and that was the funny thing is when I was looking at this, I went, "Oh fuck, I don't know how I'm gonna make this work." Like, I was like, "I'm just gonna paint on my mouth and hope that it
There you
goes
go.
into." Who says do Wenger? Chaotic says
Wenger would be great.
do Narwhal.
Yeah, I think
Well,
Narwhal would be kind of easy, right? I don't know how you would make the nose, but outside of that, it's just a little, he's got a beanie with a propeller on it.
we'll see. We'll see. I
Okay.
will figure it out. You and I will have a conversation with some of the characters and we'll figure this out. We'll make
Very
something
good.
good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for coming out. Thank you so much, Camel. Like this has been absolutely amazing. I really hope that we get more eyes on this project and we get you more backers because it's hilarious and it really made me laugh a lot.
Yeah, thanks, guys. And if anything, it's an hour commercial for phase 2, and even that's good.
Heck yeah! You know what? We will take what we can get.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys in the chat. Make sure that you go and check out Hell Salad on Indiegogo. Follow the amazing Dr. Camillus Munimus on Twitter, as well as check out his YouTube where he posts all of his Hell Salad videos. Both of those links are in the description.
Oh, thank you.
And as always, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to Red Valkyrie. We are getting so close to monetization. We are under 200 hours. We are under 100 subs. Like we are getting there. And I have so many goodies planned for when we hit 1,000. We've got comics that we're giving away. We got art. We've got all kinds of great stuff. So please, let's get us there and let's have a big party in October and it'll be super epic. So thank you guys so much for coming out and we will catch you guys next time. See you later.
Bye-bye.